Welcome back, everyone. I'm excited to say hello and to see you all back for another brand new school year, our 2022-23 school year. If we think back 2 years ago when we were coming back, it was a half day of school and virtual Friday, and I think understandably a good deal of nervousness about returning. And then last year, even though we made it to full day, we were masked and with plexiglass. So to be able to return now in September, masked if you want or not, and a full day of school and much fewer restrictions, I think is just a welcome relief to everyone, and I'm as excited as you are. As we start the school year, I just want to begin with a slide from our data dashboard on our website, which is just a really good visual reminder of what we're all about in Parsippany Schools. You'll see that we are over 7,000 students strong, over 700 staff members strong, and that our work over the past few years has really been to embrace the diversity of our student body, both in terms of their learning needs and their interests. Our academic program is strong, our athletic and extracurricular program is rich and varied, and this is just a really special place to be. I'm hoping that you're all looking forward to a new school year. This past June, when I presented our district goals to our Board of Education, it was an opportunity to really wrap up and tie up neatly with a bow the strategic plans that we've been working on for the previous 5 years. When I was first hired in the district for the 2017-18 school year, our Board of Education handed me 3 very lofty strategic planning goals, and we've worked diligently on those for the past 5 years. Under the first goal, which really spoke to what our students' academic experiences would be, we've really moved forward with a variety of very strong programs. And what you see here on this slide is just a whisper, a smattering of the work that we've done. This includes bringing 3 full years of world language study to our middle schoolers. Some of you will remember that that first semester as 6th graders was a semester only. And now we're at 3 full years, which certainly brings more experienced students and studied students into our high school, into French and Italian and Spanish classes. As a district, we pay for our students to take the PSAT as sophomore students so that they come into the SAT better prepared and have a stronger chance at national merit scholarship opportunities. We have partnered with NJIT for not only dual enrollment courses, but an opportunity for students to really advance and have some early acceptance into programs at NJIT. We have a very fine STEM Pathways program that allows our high schoolers to come away with special endorsement on their diploma when they graduate. We've started a strings program at our elementary school that's now moving into our high school, which is super exciting. And we've also begun to move the workshop approach that we're using in language arts at our elementary and middle school, a little bit in appropriate ways, into our high school with more contemporary novels and students having more choice over what they read. So that's just a little bit about what we've been working on academically, but it certainly yields very strong offerings for our students, and I'm proud of the work that we've all done together to accomplish that. In addition to bringing PSAT into our sophomores and enriching our high school opportunities, we've also added more AP courses over the past several years. And this information, I think, is really spectacular, because you'll see not only the number of courses that we've increased, but more particularly the number of sections and the number of students who are enrolled in AP classes. And what I really appreciate are the teachers who are having those small conversations with students who may not normally consider themselves as candidates for AP classes, but teachers who whisper in their ears and tell them, you should really try for this, or I think you'd really love this. And I think the numbers here speak for themselves, that we have students really pursuing very strong opportunities academically. Our second strategic planning goal speaks to supporting students in their social and emotional well-being. And toward that end, over the past several years, we've done a significant amount of work in supporting our students. At the elementary level, we brought in the Sanford Harmony program, and that provides consistent lessons to our kindergarten through 5th grade students on self-advocacy, positive well-being, and conflict resolution. We also have been working to bring student-led conferences starting at our elementary level, but then moving on up through the grades. I have to say, many of our elementary school teachers really embrace this fully. Some of them even presented to our Board of Education last fall, and the parents come away from those student conferences just amazed at how articulate their children are, and how much they're learning about the way their children are learning from the kids themselves, which I think is always a really positive piece. We also had brought in Dr. Maurice Elias to speak at our in-service back in January 2020, and we had a parent book study with a text by Dr. Michael Bradley called Crazy Stressed. Dr. Bradley is a psychologist who deals with teens, and the book was really well received by our parents. He speaks just parent to parent about how to cope with the needs of teenagers these days. We will definitely be continuing that work. The advisory programs that began at our middle schools and high schools will continue more consistently this year, and the overall look at continuing to support student and staff well-being will certainly stay in place. And our final strategic planning goal, which dealt with how we support the adult learners in our community, has really been very nicely recognized. Just for everyone's information, last year we piloted a teacher evaluation model with Danielson. More than half of our district staff chose to pilot that model. It went very, very well, and we learned a lot. And so this year we're moving forward with Danielson as the teacher evaluation model throughout the district. We are sure to make sure that our district curriculum is written by our very own teaching staff so that they can then turnkey it and articulate to their colleagues about scope and pacing. We're sure to include teachers on a variety of district committees, from the Professional Development Committee to DEAI representation. And then also for those staff members who consider themselves as interested in leadership opportunities, moving beyond the classroom at some point in their career. Last year in particular, we offered a series of leadership seminars on such topics as a day in the life of a principal. What are some child study team leadership opportunities? And we always will embrace and support and mentor people who see themselves as ready for supervisory or administrative positions. District-wide, we've had a number of supervisory and vice principal positions and have hired internally on a number of those as well, which speaks just really highly to the way our teaching staff are trained and ready for different leadership opportunities. As we look forward to a new strategic plan for the next several years, we have two main goals that we will be working on. A strategic planning committee met this past May. This was comprised of teachers, administrators, parents, students, and board members. And goal number one speaks to, again, well-being, that we're really going to go deeper and richer on the work we've been doing to support our students and staff, to make sure that people are feeling positive and healthy and are available for learning. And our second goal really speaks to deeper learning. So it's a different take on the academic goal that we've been working on for the past several years. Now the work is going to really delve into more critical thinking skills with students, deeper learning with students, opportunities for civic awareness, and more leadership opportunities. As we go through the next several months, and as I present these fleshed out goals to the Board of Education, you'll be hearing staff members more about what the work specifically will look like within your grade levels and within your departments. And so as we return back to our classrooms and prepare for a new school year, I want to thank you for your commitment to Parsippany Schools. It's a great place to be. I'm proud of our work here. I'm excited to partner with you again for a great school year. Thank you.